Got bad. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new episode of On It. We are here. You got me. You got Devin. Um, me and Devin were just talking about some stuff, talking about some
Talking
topics.
about my girl.
Yeah. What's your favorite? Who's your favorite artist that covered My Girl? Do you have a?
Um, I don't have one.
Ah, well, you suck.
Who it was originally?
I
I can't
mean,
remember who that was originally.
to be honest with you.
Temptations. Yeah.
I will say the two versions I got on my phone, I got Temptations and I got Lil Mike.
Lil Mike.
Lil Michael Jackson, bro.
Oh
Lil,
yes.
Lil,
I have
not
that one.
not like some rapper, Lil Mike. Like no,
I was
like MJ. But
yeah.
um, we got some stuff to talk about. We got some NFL. We got some NBA. We got some maybe some Braun talk. Maybe some Justin Fields talk. Maybe some cut or keep candidates.
Maybe
Uh,
some.
maybe some people who were getting in fights, maybe some people who were driving drunk.
Oh,
Um,
dude, I'm so excited.
what do you want to talk about first? Because I'm not gonna
We,
lie.
I kind of want to talk about Sherm.
Well, because you sent me, you were like, look up Cameron Newton.
I didn't mean this. Like when I put in Cam, it auto corrected to Cameron, and it made it sound so serious.
And you said look up Cameron Newton. I'm like he murdered somebody. He had to have. Oh my
It
god.
made it sound so different. Um,
Um, I should have, and I wanted to, but I felt like I thought of it too late. I was gonna text you. I was like, look up Richard Sherman.
yes, but
Um,
I mean, the reason I sent you look him up is because there are rare occasions when I know something before you do, especially when it's regarding Cam Newton. Like, that's your guy. Like, I'm not used to
he
being.
is my guy, bro. Like.
And, but because, like, the report came out and the video came out so late, you just didn't see it.
Okay, so the Cam Newton situation.
Yeah.
So first of all, I don't know all the details. Like now,
No
because
one knows
I
the
see
details
the
yet.
word kid. I'm seeing the word kids thrown around a lot.
Yeah.
Devin, I'm not gonna lie to you. It
Oh, there's
could
an alternate.
be.
Have you seen that?
What's up?
Have you seen the alternate angle?
Oh yeah, I saw all the angles.
Well, he is getting his ass beat.
No, see, here's the thing though. He's not. He
Well, he
is.
got socked by that kid in the white shirt.
Well, he's holding on to two people, and then
Yeah.
that guy in the white comes up and just pop, and then but immediately is like he doesn't get another one in. I'll tell you that.
No,
Cam
because he hit him and he Jose Alvarado him.
Cam didn't hit. Cam didn't throw a punch.
No, I'm seeing that now.
Cam did not throw a single punch.
No.
So I'm gonna assume they probably were.
When I first watched the video, it was like I thought he was just like wrestling some fucking people and then got popped. But no, this is like he's getting jumped basically.
To me, that's got to be the biggest thing. That's like that's got to be why. Like that would point to me thinking they were underage because he didn't throw
Yeah.
any punches.
Yeah.
I don't know if they were, and I'm gonna tell you one thing. It doesn't matter. If I had 4 13-year-olds trying to jump me,
Sure. Yes.
Cam's better than me.
Cam's smart.
Cam's better than me. Now I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm some god or
Yeah.
Cam Newton because bro is like 6'5", 250, and was just grabbing just
Yes.
to because I mean you got to think. I mean, if you have people at home haven't seen the video, look it up. I mean, it wasn't like they were children, like little kids. Like these
No,
were obviously
there's some,
people who were at least
they weren't his size, but they were big.
they were bigger than the average. However, do you know the age of these people they're supposed to?
They haven't said anything really.
I didn't see anything but the fight. Or
Yeah,
the
I've just seen the fight.
jumping.
I mean, Cam will probably talk about it on his podcast, but that's very skewed.
I'll say Cam is way better than me. And I don't really know. Like, there's nobody that's really clowning him for it. Like, I expected a lot of people. Honestly, people just clowning
Well,
him for like.
I think the initial talk was like that.
I mean, it's funny that he's like. It looks like the Cat in the Hat is fighting somebody.
Really
And
does.
it's like that.
Great.
Now that is hilarious. And
I mean, Yeah, that's the first thing you saw was just how dumb his hat looked
And
and all
so
of
I just put together. So does he just have a big hole cut
Yes.
in his hats?
Yeah.
So
It's like you ever seen Coolio? It's like Coolio.
now, like here's my thing. I don't know, I'm not even gonna get into that.
Rest
It's
in peace.
just like,
Rest in peace.
cause like he might chop that shit off one day, and then he's gonna have a bunch of whole hats.
That's fair. Yeah, yeah. But they're nice. Like they're like nice leather hats
Yeah, no, I'm sure. Yeah, everything Cam Newton
that
wears
he's
is
just cutting
nice,
holes
but
in.
also, I mean, I don't know. Like, what is? I don't know. I'm thinking too
I'm
much of the
trying to find some.
outfit. Why is bro dressed like this at the 7-on-7 event in the first place?
Well, he's not playing in it.
Well, but
They're Cowboys.
usually he's like coaching or he's getting into it. He might have some cleats on or something. He might be actually
Sure.
like invested in the game. But bro look like an owner.
Yes,
Like
he did.
The Panther shit. He did better than the Panthers owner or the GM, whoever
Oh,
threw the
for
drink.
sure. Was it? Yeah, it was the Panthers. Yeah, it was the Panthers owner who threw a cup of water at him.
Beautiful, beautiful. But yeah,
Really good.
I mean
Yeah.
Cam held his own. Uh,
Well, again, I have no idea what happened, what led to this fight happening.
does it matter? Does it matter?
Yeah, a little bit.
Does it like what? So what would be like the thing that could happen? The scenario that make you be like, oh, I understand why you would like jump Cam Newton at like an
No,
event,
I'm
like a
not.
really fun day
No,
day.
I'm not viewing that as a scenario. It's more of like, did Cam cause the problem?
See, here's the thing though. If you're
But
Cam Newton at a 7-on-7 event, you're allowed to say something. And here's the thing, bro. He's got a past of kids being like, bro, you're trash. You don't remember that one video when they were like, bro,
yeah,
you're trash, like you
yeah,
suck. So I'm
yeah,
not gonna sit here and pretend like that's not what probably happened because that's exactly what. I mean, I'm sure that's exactly what happened. Some
sure,
kids probably walked up, talking some shit, getting a little too confident, and he probably. I mean, I don't know. He probably said something back, and then they decided, hey, it's four of us. Let's jump Cam Newton.
sure. But
Um,
whatever happens, like the only side we're really gonna hear is Cam Newton's side, and then like fucking some parents or something.
no, I want to see. I wish Cam would have just taken.
But the police are investigating for some reason.
If Cam taking both of them and just, Cam better not get into any trouble. He better get in zero trouble for
Yeah,
this. Not a
yeah.
single. He better not get. He better not get hit with anything because you got NBA players that are doing a lot more with kids underage. So, you know, Cam
Yeah.
Newton should be. Also, if he put that
But
much effort,
also the what's that guy's name on the Pistons who punched that guy?
Isaiah Stewart.
He got suspended.
Yeah,
Josh Giddey got no suspension,
yeah,
not even for a day.
yep,
He didn't get pulled because they were investigating. It just happened,
yeah. No, no.
and he just kept playing.
Mm-hmm.
So this is how the NBA works.
I know that's exactly how the NBA works, but and I don't know why we're sitting here just using NBA examples. That was
The
my
NFL
fault. That was my fault.
has stuff too.
But yeah,
I mean, shit, so is the MLB now. There's a guy who's being investigated for that, and he's still on the roster.
yeah. No, there's some sickos all across the sports world, but
Yes.
I don't know. I will say, if had Cam put up, had Cam had that much intensity when he fumbled that ball in the Super Bowl, you might be looking at him in that fight with a ring on his with a Super Bowl ring on his finger because
I mean,
bro was
he
holding
would.
his own.
I mean, his life trajectory would be miles different had he won that Super Bowl,
He
or
wins
even
that Super Bowl, he probably gets the biggest bag
at the time ever. Yeah.
ever.
He would
Probably
still be in the NFL.
right now.
Agreed. Yeah, 1,000%.
I'm asking you. You think right now he'd
Like
be?
6,000%. Yes.
I don't know. See, the only reason I don't gas up oh, if Cam was in the league now is because I've heard him make comments before where he said himself it felt different throwing the football after his shoulder injuries.
Yes.
And I don't know if he I didn't refresh my memory, but I couldn't remember if he was leaning more towards saying I didn't have enough time to adjust to that
Or recover.
feeling, or
Really, yeah,
recover.
yeah,
And they just kept throwing me out there like, hey, figure it out. But I
yeah.
also look at him taking that time off and then coming back and still not being that good.
No,
So it's
but
like,
he wouldn't have had like he wouldn't have not been on a team.
okay, yeah, yeah, no, but no,
I'm saying that like all these things happened because he lost that Super Bowl. If he now this is speaking completely hypothetically, but he would still be in the league. He would still be a quarterback, injury or not. Like he
but
would just take a year off and come back.
we're also in hypothetical land. Had he gotten that bag and then continued to get injured, no team's gonna pick him up because he's expensive. Like like Russ is
Well,
trash,
there is
so nobody
Sean
wants to pick him
Watson.
up.
Russell is much later in his career than Cam. Well, they're
Man.
similar times.
Uh, yeah.
Russ was a
Uh,
couple years before.
was
Cam was
he?
drafted what 11?
Yeah. I mean, when
Yeah,
was Russ drafted? Oh,
maybe 10.
2010?
Oh no,
2011? Bro might have been
no. I don't,
2011. Like I'm not gonna lie.
well, they were in a Super Bowl in what 13? Well, 13 season, 14 year.
That was only like his second or third year, was it not?
Yeah, it was early in his career for sure. He was drafted in. Holy shit, he was drafted after Cam Newton in 2012.
Okay, yeah. I was about to say it was around that same exact time.
Then, yeah, fucking Russ still has opportunities.
Does he?
Still had opportunities late in his career to get paid a bag
Does he?
after. Well, I mean, way more than Cam had late in his career or later in his career.
Yeah, I mean, but Cam got he New England went back to Carolina, like he was given opportunities,
No, agreed.
and he
But
just
he still thinks he can play.
he RG3 still thinks he can play.
RG3 is a delusional
So
jackass.
that's
He has done
that's
nothing that Cam Newton has ever done.
no, uh, no, yeah, yeah, in the NFL, yeah, yeah,
Well, outside from being an idiot off the field.
yeah, okay, yeah, yeah. I was about to say, yeah, well, no, in the NFL, Cam is
Like,
miles ahead of RG3.
what? RG3 played what? 2.5 years and then came back and
Was he
backed up
never a
for a couple.
starter again?
No.
Yeah, no. So what do I want to talk about? All right, I know what we need to talk about.
He did win a game for y'all, though.
Yep, shout out to bro. A topic I know, or I think you'll like. One that I thought of when I was thinking, do we want to do a rebuild? Do we want to do a report card? I just wasn't really in the mood to do that, but I was looking around at some teams' rosters, some teams that got a lot of free agents, some teams that got some cap space issues, and
Oh.
it got me thinking. I think the Eagles might be screwed. So as I was looking around at certain teams, I see the Eagles. I think the Eagles might be a little screwed. So first things first, uh, they got some old guys that are free agents, which is already going to be a question. Like y'all
Yeah.
gonna, you know, you got
Kelsey's
you got Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham, and Kelsey.
Kelsey's gone. He's
Okay,
retired.
okay. Then you got Brandon Graham, Fletcher Cox, and now you're looking at, and this is another dilemma they have. Do they just dive in on the trust and just have faith in their young defensive players and not re-sign these older guys, or
Got Jalen Carter now. They've got another one of those Georgia guys.
I forgot the name too. It's okay. I know
They still
exactly.
have.
I know exactly who you're.
Is it Hassan Reddick? They still have no.
That's a great question. I don't know why I don't remember, but I will say that they have
Like
other
I
free
don't think they're
agents.
screwed. No.
Well, okay. Well, hold on now. They also have Shaq Leonard, Zach Cunningham, and DeAndre Swift, all free agents as well.
Yeah. I mean, we've talked about the running back with them. It's like they can re-sign Swift. They're not gonna have to pay him a crazy amount of money because he's
Well,
not
they're
gonna get
gonna have to pay him something. Do you know that Jalen? Do you know what Jalen Hurts is averaging? You know what his average salary is?
62.5,
It's like 51.
51. Okay.
It's up there. It's up there. Bro is up there.
Yeah, no, for
There's rumors about a Kevin Byard cut, which would save them 14 mil. Hurts is expensive, like I said. You got Darius Slay, who's getting up there in age too. He's like 32.
yeah,
So that's the thing. You got some guys who are getting old, and guys that are getting old and are also free agents. They're gonna have to find an answer at running back,
Jordan
whether
Davis.
it's Jordan Davis, whether it's re-signing DeAndre Swift or finding another running back. But it's not they're gonna be able to sign some Saquon or Derrick Henry.
No, no. But again, like I do think that they can sign anybody at running back and do fine. Um,
Maybe, but how long? How long is that gonna
like we,
last?
oh, I don't know. They still have a good line, so as long as they still have a decent line, they do need a new center.
I'm about to say. I mean, you don't think just the you don't think Kelsey just not there? Just
Well, I'm also assuming that due to last year's like talk of his retirement, that they had a backup plan. Hopefully, they have a backup.
maybe.
Also, they have N'Kobe Dean,
Now you
young guy.
gotta. Have you seen the AJ Brown rumors?
What that he's leaving
Well, that he's upset
at
at
being in the
Philly
NFL.
being an Eagle. Now he did come out and say that he wants to be an Eagle, but Justin Fields said he wanted to be a Bear. Sometimes players just say things.
Sure.
And that's what Philly's gonna have to do is just hope they are just rumors. Because if
Yeah.
AJ Brown is becoming a problem, or and bro's expensive. Don't he? That's a whole other
Very.
cap guy taking up a lot of cap space.
Yeah.
I mean, so worst case scenario, you don't have a dependable running back going in the next season. You have
They have Gainwell still,
okay.
but again,
They'll be all right.
can run with anybody.
I don't think they can run with anybody.
I think they can.
I don't think they can. I think DeAndre Swift isn't that bad. Miles Sanders isn't that bad.
But Miles Sanders had a terrible year in Carolina.
Everybody had a terrible year in Carolina.
That's fair.
Except for fucking Brian Burns or nobody had a good season in Carolina. So I mean,
Yeah.
I guess, but yeah, you can put a name behind Philly's line, but I don't think you can put any name. I think it has to at least be a known name. Like
Yeah.
it's got to be some star, but it's
But
got
you
to be
can ditch.
somebody.
You can ditch. No offense to him, but you can ditch a Brandon Graham to keep a running back.
See, but if you're ditching a Brandon Graham, you're ditching a Fletcher Cox. See, I'm looking at more like I don't want to sit here and act like this like this matters more than talent, but just having that type of leadership in the locker room or on the roster or
Sure.
just around the younger guys, it's gotta be some type of benefit.
Well, the Eagles. I mean, a lot of this team, at least a lot of their defense was on the team in what was it, 17 when they won.
Mm.
But they've done well to draft three great young guys out of Georgia, Jalen Carter.
But that's what I'm saying. Worst case scenario, they're going into next year. They're going into next year without a running back they can rely on, or that they know they can rely on yet. And that's saying they can't re-sign DeAndre Swift or find another running back at his level, at the least. You got a defense full of young guys you're relying on, and you got two old DBs back there. You got Byard and Darius Slay. Because
I don't know how much more Slade.
that's what I'm saying. I
This
don't
is the
know how much longer he's got.
Safety or is he a corner?
Slay, he's running a safety.
I think he's running safety.
But what? An unhappy AJ Brown? Maybe AJ Brown on your roster?
I feel like AJ Brown will always have issues with something, but
yeah, but no. Having issues as a Tennessee wide receiver is completely understandable. I get that
yeah.
wholeheartedly.
But after the season he had that year, I don't know why he had issues with him, but that's different.
Well, he disappeared. He disappeared at the end of the second half of last season. He was out versus Tampa in the playoffs.
Was he?
He was listed
Oh,
out because of his knee. I mean,
yeah, okay,
so
yeah,
I don't know. I'm that's like the last thing. Like if there was a list of like most likely to happen, I think AJ Brown not being an Eagle next year is probably the lowest percentage. But I'm looking at having a running back they can rely on and
yes,
any type of. I mean, will it still be nice to have Slay and Byard around? Sure, but I mean, if they're not asking for something crazy, talking money,
yeah,
Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham, those are people that if they still got it, you could keep around.
sure.
I mean, there's nothing
But I
wrong
mean,
with. Why wouldn't you want
I,
around a Jalen Carter?
that's fair.
But go ahead. What were you saying?
I mean, I was gonna say that. I mean, I don't even know how good this team could be at the strength they're at right now. Like, do they need anybody else rather than just dumping players? But they are in the NFC. It's very gettable. Um, but yeah, I don't know.
But I
I
mean, they have to find an answer at running back. They got to
yeah,
make sure AJ Brown is happy. They got to
yeah.
I guess jump in and rely on all these young defensive players. And Jalen Hurts has to play
What's
like
crazy to me is like I don't think you needed to pay Jalen Hurts that much to keep him.
Jalen Hurts. Ooh,
To keep him,
ooh, yeah,
maybe.
yeah. I would say what? Well, it was probably Dak that pushed that domino over.
What getting paid?
Yeah, if Dak got paid what he got paid, I don't think you were not gonna give that to Jalen Hurts
That's true.
or
Dak
more.
Dak needs to stop playing football,
I'm
but
not
that's
gonna
just
lie, I forget the timeline of which quarterback got their big contract first or whatever, but I know
well.
Dak's
Lamar got
was
his, and then Jalen got his right after and upped it.
yeah, and Dak got his what after breaking his leg.
Dak got his. Did he get tagged after that year?
I think Dak got paid after breaking his leg. You could fact check me on that, but
He
I'm
may have.
pretty sure he got like it
I thought
was
that was
like
2020
he
when
broke
he
his
broke.
leg and it was like, all right, like you still got to pay me. Like I still
Yeah,
need that bag. But Jalen Hurts has to live up to the bag.
yeah. I mean, I think he can.
And
Yeah, Dak got paid. Yeah, in 2021 after he got injured,
and like you
but it's only
said,
4 years though.
you don't know how good Philly is right now. If if you took their current current team or last year's team, you don't know how good they are now. So
Like when they were a beast of a team 2 years ago. Like that was the same team, and it was kind. I don't want to call it a fluke, but kind of a fluke, especially compared to last year, the most recent year.
but could you
But
not see? Could you not see that being kind of like senile if they're like, oh yeah, no, we can just get rid of some of veterans that were leaders in the locker room. Uh, uh, we'll have our receivers bitch about whatever. We can throw any guy behind our offensive line and they can play running back. We'll be fine when we don't even know how good they are now.
yeah,
That's a
exactly.
little ignorant. That's a little ignorant of
Well, I'm
Philly.
kind of pushing for them to suck.
Well, I thought you'd be pushing more for them to suck because you're kind of like, I think they're fine, and I was looking at this as more like I think they might be screwed. I mean, if
Yeah,
they lose
I think that makes more sense than what I was. Yeah, because it said they had.
Shaq Leonard, Zach Cunningham, two linebackers from last year that are also free agents. Like they're gonna
Well,
have to
Shaq.
rely on some Shaq. Look, you could stat read. Shaq was doing his
No, I
thing.
know, but didn't he get cut by the Colts and then just jumped onto the team? Like, I mean, he's not some guy you need to keep.
No, Shaq Leonard is a great linebacker.
But would you rather keep Brandon Graham or Shaq?
Shaq.
Okay, then
Brandon Graham's
B
like
then
34, 35 years
BG
old.
can dip.
Do I want a 50? Do I want a 35-year-old defensive end when I no I don't.
Well, you're talking about leadership. It's like you need leadership, but you also need guys who can still fucking play.
But
If
that's
BG and Fletcher want to take small contracts, I mean, I maybe Fletcher can still get paid somewhere else, but he's
but that's what I'm saying. You lose out on all those guys. You, you lose out on the old free agents and just other free agents that you want on your team. You lose out on some big name at running back.
yeah.
I don't know, bro. It's like
I but I for whatever reason, I see them keeping Swift. I don't I don't. I mean, you would have to pay him like maybe 15.
well, you could throw a tag on him.
I know, but
Running back tags up though, isn't it? I don't know what the running back tag is right now, but
I don't know what it is, but I don't see a lot of running backs. I mean, I guess running backs get
Austin
tagged.
Eckler's not getting tagged. I saw that. Austin Eckler's
Yeah,
going to
he'll
be a
be a
free
free agent.
agent. I can't wait to
Him,
see
dude. All right, I was gonna bring this up. Y'all need to get one of these free agent running backs.
which
If it's
one.
not Derrick Henry, you're getting someone else. There's Saquon out there. Josh Jacobs is going to be free agent. Eckler's going to be a free agent. Henry's going to be a free
No,
agent.
no, no. I don't want Eckler.
Okay,
I do not
well
want
then
Austin
you
Eckler.
guys said
He's going to want
there
the
might be another.
most.
You guys need to get one of them.
Like the crazy thing is, all those names you listed, Austin Eckler is going to expect the same amount as like them, and I just think that is
Yeah, which is not
ridiculous.
should not be the case. But
I'd love to get Derrick Henry.
well, yeah, there's Derek, but again, Derek's a little bit older. Would you rather have a Derek, or would you rather sign a Josh Jacobs for a couple of years?
I,
Tony Pollard's a free agent.
I think Derrick Henry would be a cheaper option than Josh or Saquon right now.
Ah.
Not saying it would be a cheap sign, but it would be cheaper than Saquon or Josh Jacobs. I think they're
I think Josh would be cheaper than Derek.
no.
I mean, it would be a longer contract, but I think over time it would be cheaper.
No, I mean we could sign Derrick to a year. We could sign him to
Yeah,
a
but
year. You know,
if you guys are going to go all in this year, yeah,
I would like us to.
yeah.
I would appreciate it if we did.
But yeah,
Um,
Pollard's a free agent. That's not a terrible pickup.
like I don't think I don't, like I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I don't want to sign some running back that's already in his prime to like have around for
To
4
be
years.
okay, that's
We
fair.
don't need it.
Sure.
We don't need to waste the money. We don't need to spend the money for years at that position if we don't
Sure.
need to, and we
Well,
don't
yeah,
need
then
to.
y'all then
I
a,
mean,
a Henry. Well, I mean, what if you can get Jacobs on a couple year, a
see,
3 year?
I don't know. At the end of the day, if we can pay J.K. or Gus less, we're gonna have them on our roster next year, and we're not signing no Derrick Henry or Saquon or Josh Jacobs. I can promise
I
you
mean,
that. There's no way.
I would take a Derek over JK,
Yeah, no. I personally would, but
no matter what. If you're signing him for a year, I'm taking Derek, no matter what.
If
Rather than
if Derek's asking
JK
for,
for a long term contract,
I mean,
for sure.
if Derek's asking for 12 million more dollars than what J.K.
Well, no,
did,
he's
I
not.
mean,
Well, he's making 12 right now, 12.5.
yeah. I mean, I was being
Y'all can
dramatic,
get him
but you know
for a
what I
year.
mean.
Y'all can get him for a year for 15 to 16.
That's a lot.
No, I know, but
That's a lot, Devin.
could be worth it. I think he's the only guy that you can sign for a year and
That's
have
a
it be.
lot, bro. Like we got defensive players that I want to focus on more than a running back, bro. I'm telling you, like you're right. Like it'd be nice to make that splash, but I'd rather us make a splash at a big name receiver before a running back.
Well, if you guys are gonna stick with your running backs, you better sign. You better keep PQ or Matabike or go get someone else.
We have to. We have to. And like I said,
Because you guys can't lose them and then not get a running back
I think
or
we're gonna.
not get another linebacker.
I think we're gonna tag Matt BK. So I think he'll be with.
That's fine.
I think he's gonna end up being the one that's.
What, y'all are gonna give a contract to PQ?
Um,
Because it's gonna be big.
I don't know, bro. I see a lot of teams probably offering him more than what we got.
For sure.
But it's
If I was him, I would still want to be next to Roquan because Roquan makes you look
amazing.
1,000 times better.
All right, so let's talk. Speaking of cutting people, keeping people, who's staying, who's going, cut, keep. I got some more names. So a player that we completely forgot about all season because he wasn't playing, Naheem Hines, $5 million he's taking up at Buffalo. Remember, he got in that injury. He got in that accident before the season, and fucked his knee up.
Oh, was that what it was?
It was what was it? Was it a? I can't remember if it was a jet ski or a snow.
Oh,
Was it a
yes.
jet ski?
It was a jet ski. I think it was a snowmobile.
It was one of the. It was one. It was some. He was riding on something and tore his leg all up.
No, it was a jet ski. Okay, yeah, it was a jet ski.
Okay, so he's taken up $5 million in Buffalo's already tight cap space.
I wasn't that big on him while he was. He had
On a
a
Colt.
decent. He was a Colt.
I liked him. Like I wasn't like yeah, give him more than $5 million. But no, I think
No, I think I had him in fantasy because he was just popping off quickly. But
Like if it was like, all right, hey, the Bills got to run with Naheem Hines, I was like, okay, that's cool, that's cool. Shit, they can run with Devin Singletary, they can run with Naheem Hines.
Yeah,
But yeah, I think it's gonna be. I think it's more of like an obvious cut that's just we're waiting
I,
to see happen. He's getting
Damar
cut,
Hamlin keeper cut.
bro.
Why you?
Um, I mean, just the way the depth chart works. If he's filling a role and is getting a very small amount of money sent to him on a weekly basis when he plays
I don't even.
football.
I don't know what his contract is. I think he might be
Um,
free agent.
I don't know. You put me in a corner there though, bro. Buffalo Bills. I guess I gotta keep him forever, huh? I gotta keep him forever.
Probably not.
No, but
He said
it's
he wants to play in Pittsburgh because that's where he's from.
Damar Hamlin wants to play. Bro, I don't. Here's my thing. I'm not like I never like was like, oh yeah, no, don't let him play because if he's cool to play,
Yeah, let him play.
sure. If
Yeah,
it's just the fact that he's not that good,
yeah,
all right, and then it's like because at some point we're gonna have to be able to just talk about him. We'll either talk about him and what he does on the field, or we treat him like any other guy that doesn't suit up half the year and
yes,
never
exactly,
talk about him. Like
exactly.
it's like, bro, I don't know. I feel like at some point it's
I
bound to
mean, no
happen.
offense to him, we didn't talk about him before he got injured or before he had that thing.
Like it's
Uh,
some. Yeah, I feel like he. I mean, I'm not gonna act like I know the man personally. If it happened to me, I feel like I would even be like, all right, like I'm over it. Like shit, like yeah, like it happened. Like I play football though. I'm trying to get some PT. Y'all over here putting the cameras on me. I haven't done shit. Go put this is what got Tim Tebow cut in New England. All y'all putting the cameras on me.
is
No, take the cameras off me. I haven't done nothing yet. God
that might
damn
be
it.
your take. I'm not sure if that's his.
You said what?
That might not be his.
No, I was just thinking more like
Yes,
there's so much attention on him. You don't think there were other players that were like, bro, I got like 3 picks. Like, what are we like?
exactly. Yeah,
Why aren't y'all talking to me?
yeah.
But
He still plays ball, but yeah, I think he's a free agent right now. I don't know.
Patrick Peterson, $7 million in Pittsburgh.
Cut, hardcore cut.
Get bro out of here. That's two
No,
for two on the cut.
he's been a he's bounced around so much. I'm surprised he's getting paid 7. That's crazy. Is that a
JC,
that min for how old he is?
I have no clue. JC Jackson, $14 million over in New England.
Fuck no.
That's another big old
$14 million.
send bro out.
That's Derrick Henry.
Yeah, I don't know what Bill was thinking over there, but yeah, he had J.C. Jackson playing for 14 mil. Devin, I
JC's a safety, DB.
corner.
Okay.
Doing some research on this, I saw that there's one player that Washington needs to cut because of Cliff Kingsbury play style.
Sam Howell.
Logan Thomas.
Yeah.
$6.5 million, which was the biggest thing is, how much is he really going to be used in a Cliff Kingsbury offense? And apparently it's very
Well, he
rarely
wasn't.
to none,
To be
not.
completely honest, he wasn't really used even in an Eric Bieniemy offense, which utilizes a tight end. So
Yeah. But that's the thing.
I
Like
mean, he had a couple of good games late in the year, but um, I don't know. He's been
I
on the team for
can't,
a while.
I can't.
We're notoriously horrible. Just like how you guys are great with like tight end talent, we are notoriously terrible with tight end talent.
Yeah, I mean
Unless you're in Chris Cooley.
history repeats itself, sure, but like right now, I can't like gauge how well your tight ends or receivers can actually play based on Sam Howell being the quarterback throwing to them.
Well, we know how good Terry is. We know he can play with
Anyone?
anybody. 4 straight consecutive 1,000-yard seasons.
But I like.
But we have talented guys in Dotson and De'Ami Brown
That's what
and
I'm
Curtis.
saying. Curtis Samuel, like there are. I like the receiving core in
Like
Washington.
we have 4 good receivers who are not guys that are just in the NFL because they're on the Commanders. Like they're guys who can play other places.
So get him out of here. We got somebody on the
Yeah,
Ravens, $5.5 million. Tyus Bowser. Uh,
gone.
so Devin, Here's a big important thing. If we lose a lot
Do
of
the Bills cut Josh Allen? No, not cut him. Do they re-sign him?
what do you mean?
He's a free agent.
Josh Allen?
Yeah,
Josh Allen, the quarterback.
I think. No.
Hmm.
Oh, then never mind.
What do
Whatever.
you?
I'm stupid. Yeah, Tyus
What
Bowser.
do you? Who do we? What do we? What
I
do
don't
we?
know. I thought I read
No, the
that. My bad.
top free agent quarterback is like fucking
Kirk
Kirk
Cousins.
Cousins right now. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
If Josh Allen was on the market right now, it would be a conversation. Um,
Oh, that was Jaguars. Josh
there
Allen.
you go. There you go.
That makes more sense.
But Tyus Bowser, if the Ravens struggle to re-sign, their better talent on the defensive side of the ball, might have to be somebody we keep, hold on to. If we like are locked and loaded and we just, we somehow find a way to have Justin MPQ there, yeah, broken walk,
Sure.
broken walk, broken walk. Jamal Adams is making $6 million in Seattle.
Cut.
Cut, easy as that. Joe Mixon.
Well, they have Devin Witherspoon, who's an absolute beast. I think he's a corner, but he's still a beast.
Do the Bengals explore an option, or explore a different option at running back and
Is
cut
he a
Joe
free agent?
Mixon? No,
Is he?
it's
He's not
not.
a free
This
agent.
is cut or keep.
Yeah, so he's not a free
These
agent.
are players all under contracts, but Joe Mixon, 5.75 mil.
Keep.
Yeah, yeah.
Keep.
I would say keep. The only reason I put it down is because it was one of the options that other blogs were putting up, and I mean, yeah,
I don't like Joe isn't top 5 right now, but like this is also the NFL, like where Miles Sanders can be top 5. Like you can have a great year.
yeah, and for that price,
There's no fucking reason to get rid of him.
yeah, no. Hold on to him. Hold on to him. You got MVS over in Kansas City.
Mm.
He's making 12 mil.
Ooh, restructure. He's good to have around.
I'm not gonna. So yeah, he definitely showed up.
Like unless they're really looking to grab some receiver talent,
Mike Evans.
possibly that's an immediate cut if you're if you get Mike Evans for.
They're drafting.
I mean, if I was the Chiefs, I would try to knock that price down. But he's not bad to have. But if you're looking between him and a good receiver, then not a
The
chance.
only way he's making that much money as a Kansas City Chief next year is if he somehow ends up being the number one wide receiver for the Chiefs next season.
Yeah, no, he
Like
won't
if
be.
they
I
don't
mean,
make
who was the number one? Rice, Rashi Rice.
Travis
It wasn't.
Kelsey.
Well, yeah, obviously, but
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Uh, that's what I'm saying. Like Rice,
Kadarius Tony
Swiss
is he getting?
need. Tony's out of there. Sorry.
Does
Uh,
Tony have a spot in the NFL after this, dude?
does Kadarius Tony have a spot in the NFL? Yeah. Like, does he have a
Yeah,
spot?
I think
Like,
he has one. I don't know if he
there's definitely teams that will sign him for the very, 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 very low. But
he could still punt return. He's still a great returner.
he's just got to stop acting like a dick.
Sure.
Like he's just like he's kind of on some like Antonio Brown shit where he's like, oh, like I'm nice, fuck it. It's like, bro, you're not. Like,
You need to maybe get back to your fundamentals.
yeah, I mean, it's like, I don't know. He's so athletic and so talented that he's probably he's gonna get another shot somewhere else. But
I'm gonna be honest. I would cut MVS. Just even like just off the immediate. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. He came. He showed up when it mattered late in that postseason. So I mean,
I know, but for 12, I don't.
well, he
They still
showed.
have McCole Hardman. They still have Rashi Rice, Sky Moore, and hopefully they can snag somebody else. But yeah, I would cut the $12 million. Yeah.
I mean, you're saying some names that like I feel like I don't know. You
Well,
thought
McColl's not bad. Rashi Rice almost had 1,000 yards this year. I think they're going to go out and get somebody else, whether that's Mike Evans or anybody. But
Mike Evans. Mike Evans is gonna be a chief.
that really sucks.
Mike Evans is gonna be a chief.
Does it ever get better, Mikey? Will it ever
No,
get?
no, it doesn't. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what side of the coin I'd rather be on, mine or yours, because like my team gets so close.
I'm like I want the Skins to suck for a long time because I got the Orioles that I can worry about being a good team,
I don't
and that's enough
care.
pressure for one
No, because my
year.
Washington is Florida, but
Exactly.
my Orioles is
I know,
Baltimore.
but I don't want both my teams doing like I. This sounds terrible. I would like them to do well, but I don't want both of them doing well right now. I
Why?
got one doing great, and
Look.
that's straight.
We had this conversation all the time, but that's stupid. You would obviously rather have both of your teams doing very well, like
No, I
very
know, but it's
well.
a real problem. Like I can usually go the entire NFL season and not have to follow anything Washington sports outside of the first week,
Or
first
Jordan
couple.
Poole's 31 fucking point game.
Yeah, off the bench. That's the belief that they.
Exactly.
That's the
Exactly.
belief that they have in this fucker.
Exactly. Oh,
He's
but when
on.
when
He's
Clay
on
when Clay
the
fucking
worst
does
team.
it, when Clay does it,
Clay's not on the
when
worst
Clay
team in
does
the
it,
league.
when Clay does it, he's back. He's back. He's back. When Jordan Poole drops 31, it's finally. Fuck
Jordan
y'all.
Poole is on the worst team in the league.
Exactly. When bro goes to another team and he resurrects his career, I don't want to hear shit.
Sure, allow him to. I would like to see him do that, but right now he still
The
sucks.
Warriors suck.
Gotten worse.
What were
You
we
know
talking
why?
about?
Because the baddies.
What were we talking about? What were we
We were
talking
talking
about?
about
I think
keep cut.
we're over the keeper cut. Um, so 4 spots, 4 actual contenders that could get Justin Fields if he is not a Bear this
Anybody,
season. It's 4 in particular.
but anybody.
Not anybody. Not anybody.
Like he's not
Um,
in a position to be picking.
over certain quarterbacks that teams have, he may be. He might just be because here's the thing, and I said this last episode. We don't know how good he really
No,
is. He's a Bear. Do
yeah.
we know how good he really is? I really don't think so. So first you got Atlanta.
Who was the Bears quarterback before him? Trubisky.
Yeah. Atlanta Falcons. Brand new coaches. They got good talent. The expectations are probably gonna be higher compared to Ritter for Fields, but I
Yes.
also think he's better than or has
Well,
I
Ritter sucks.
think he has a higher ceiling than Desmond Ritter.
Ritter's horrible.
Call me
Uh,
crazy, but
Ritter should never play in the league, but
but the
yeah, I, mean,
talent
I don't.
over
I would.
there. I mean,
I wouldn't hate
Bajan,
Fields.
Kyle Pitts, Drake London. I mean, he could do some shit over there.
Sure.
He could do some shit over there. Brand new coaches. I mean, they might
I mean, if he
scrap
does
for a
go
team.
anywhere else, he has one year to prove that he's a good quarterback.
What about New England?
Nah, I don't like that. I don't like that for New England's.
Okay, I would disagree and say I wouldn't like that for him, but I would also say,
I wouldn't like that for him.
does him going to a rebuilding New England team lower his expectations for like at least the next like this upcoming season? Does that not lower expectations and take some type of pressure off him?
Yeah, but like he's at the point where he's had no expectations, or well, no, he had expectations, and because of the team, there needs to be he needs to have a year where he proves that he's a good quarterback, and it needs to come
Well,
because I'm not sure how much longer his leash is out if he has a shitty year next year
well,
with a shitty.
no matter what happens though, it's either going to be his first year on a new team or the year he got picked or he got kept over Caleb Williams. So he's gonna have to prove something, no matter if it's Chicago or New England or Atlanta. It's gonna have to be anywhere. So I'm saying in New England though, like okay, Chicago say they give up the opportunity to draft Caleb Williams. That
Yeah,
means they are rocking with Justin Fields.
yeah.
That to me puts a lot more pressure on him than Justin Fields going to a New England with a brand new coach. This isn't a Bill Belichick led Patriot team anymore. You got
Which might be a negative. How good is fucking
But
Gerard Mayo?
I'm saying though, if there's not that much expectation, this could be more of a just rebuilding year for Justin Fields himself.
Yeah,
Because just like
uh,
how we were talking about, if he goes to Atlanta, the talent
and then
there
fails.
alone, there's going to be expectations.
But
A
here's the thing,
shitty
I would
NFC
rather see
South.
him go to a better team and have a decisive year,
Yeah,
like
but
where we can
we
say, "Hey,
don't need to find. We
guys,
don't need the answer next season. We don't
I would
have
like
to
it."
get if he has some type of productivity or in any way is efficient.
But we're in a league now where it's like C.J. Stroud just had a crazy rookie year. Bryce Young had a terrible year, and Lord knows if he'll be playing in 3 years.
I don't know. I just think it's okay. Going to New England, it's better than another rookie
Trey Lance has
quarterback.
played 2 NFL games. Like I don't like Justin Fields needs to have a good year, in my opinion.
Going to New England, well, yeah, and that's the yeah. Every quarterback should want to. Yeah, he needs to have a good year next year. Everybody should want to have a good year next year. But I'm saying New England could set this up and get somebody like Justin Fields. I think that's better than rocking with another rookie quarterback or another year with Mac Jones or some expensive
Well, Matt,
ass. Or they're not giving Kirk Cousins bread. They're not signing Russell. They're not picking Russell
no.
Wilson up. They're not. They're not.
Well, what's their draft pick?
What third?
Are they drafting third?
Third? Is that you want to pull up the you want to pull up
Yeah.
I believe they're third. They're down there. How pissed you gonna be when when Chicago doesn't take Caleb Williams and y'all trade your second pick to New England?
We're not trading our. Why would we trade our second pick to New England? New England. All right. Fuck.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. The only reason I said that is because I saw that on a report. It was like Washington should trade down to New England and then take whoever New England doesn't take at quarterback. And I was like, that is the dumbest thing I've ever
That's
heard in my
incredible.
life. But why you
All
saying
right.
why you
Now I'm very afraid.
what you scared of?
So the number 3 pick is projected to be Marvin Harrison Jr. And then whoever this guy is from Patriots.com is saying with Caleb Williams and Drake May gone by pick 3. I don't like that at all. And in no world would I rather have Drake May over Marvin Harrison. I would rather take Marvin Harrison and get fucking the worst quarterback. I would take Justin Fields.
Jacoby Brissett.
Huh?
Jacoby Brissett.
I would take he's on our roster. I would take
Josh
him and
Dobbs.
Josh Dobbs, sure. I'm not taking Drake May.
Jimmy Garoppolo. Bring him to Washington.
Yeah, but
Bring in Jimmy G.
if you have a generational talent in Marvin Harrison, it's either Caleb Williams or Marvin Harrison. There should be no Drake May conversation. I don't care how badly we need a quarterback.
That is gonna be so funny if y'all take Drake May.
Mikey, I might. I don't even know why that's an option.
Oh my god. It's gonna be funny if y'all pick him, but it's also gonna be funny if he goes somewhere else and just
If we pick Drake May, I'm stealing Magic Johnson's AIDS medication.
Alright.
Fuck,
Vegas.
dude.
Vegas. Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah, Fields could go there. I actually enjoy that. I would like that.
Jimmy G's out. He's better than O'Connell.
Yes.
If their team stays together,
Well, Devontae's still there, so
and
you
I mean,
still.
but if they have Josh Jacobs, if he can throw to Devontae Adams, it's a steep hill. It definitely, I mean, being in the AFC West for sure is gonna be a
Yeah,
fight. But I
but we're not looking at Justin needing to take a team to the playoffs, but he needs to have a good year.
okay, then rank the three best opportunity. I'd say probably
Atlanta,
Atlanta,
Vegas.
New England.
Yeah.
Okay, but still, New England. I don't think there's that much expectation.
Dude,
If
I don't
he's
like
the
Justin
Patriots.
Fields, but bring him to Washington.
If y'all don't get a quarterback,
We're not getting a quarterback. If all right, in the scenario that Justin Fields is no longer a Bear, they have taken Caleb Williams.
you
So we
wouldn't
are
mind
not
taking
drafting
him.
a quarterback after that. If it's Drake May, I will take Jaden Daniels. I will take Penix over Drake May. But I would take Marvin Harrison over anybody but Caleb Williams. I might take Marvin Harrison over Caleb Williams if we can get a decent quarterback.
Yeah, And then the fourth team I saw was Seattle,
Um,
which they just restructured Gino's contract, so that may be leading to them keeping him.
I don't see them even trying to talk to Justin Fields.
But like we know Gino's ceiling.
No, I know, but
We know what it is, but like
again, their
you would
team isn't around a quarterback.
you wouldn't want to see Justin Fields going over there with K9, over there
You just want
with
eight.
DK, with DK.
Yeah,
That Kenneth Walker.
yeah,
Uh,
no,
yeah, but I
but
I think I mean it's a similar situation, like the Raiders going to a team that
yeah,
kind of has a squad.
but to me, the Seahawks are always a more established organization than the Raiders will ever be. Um, and I can see them sort of staying with a for sure kind of guy.
Uh,
Not
it,
not a for sure
is
guy, but
Gino? I was about to
like
say, is Gino a for sure kind of
he's not a
guy?
for sure, but he's not as like with Justin. You kind of gotta have a different playbook in terms of how much he runs, his ability to run. It's a different. It would be a little bit of a different system.
Yeah, but I mean, he's more athletic than Geno Smith and has, if not better, at least uh,
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
he has a better arm than Geno Smith. He is a
Yeah,
better athlete than Geno Smith.
he has a better jaw than Geno Smith.
He probably has a better jaw than a lot of people have better jaw than Geno Smith. Shit, Jordan Poole has a better. He didn't need
No,
reconstructive surgery on his jaw. After
I
Draymond
think
caught
Kanye's the guy with the worst jaw.
Kanye, yeah, but it took like vehicles involved to do that. So
Yeah.
Gino just was talking shit in the locker room and got his shit. Boom, boom.
Wow, rocked. Yeah, but
Um,
why was that outrage when I mean, are you allowed to punch Geno Smith?
you're allowed to punch Geno Smith. Well, you're allowed to punch Jordan Poole.
Yeah, okay.
You're allowed to.
You
You're allowed to. No, that's the thing, Devin.
you're
Like
allowed to punch
you're
anybody.
allowed unless you're Isaiah Stewart and it's not in the game. See, that's the thing. If you punch somebody in practice or in a game, it's
Well, if you punch
okay.
somebody who's not a teammate, not during a game, then apparently there's a problem.
It's assault.
It's a charge.
Okay, but look at Miles
It was all-
Garrett. Miles Garrett attempted murder
Yeah.
on Mason Rudolph
Yes.
in the middle of a game. Had he been walking outside of the stadium and just over the head, that would have been attempted murder.
Yes.
So I really don't. There's a gray area in when you can assault another opponent, in the NBA or
I'm
NFL.
curious to know like what the extent of the assault could be during a game that would not lead to a charge.
I'd like to
Like
know
how badly would you have to hurt somebody to
were there
be
any
charged
were there
for
any
a crime?
charges on the players for Malice in the Palace?
Well, they were fighting fans.
Well, I'm saying though. Well, you said how far, like, I mean, fans getting involved in a whole like a
Oh well, yeah,
brawl like
fans.
that.
But I don't even know if they were charged for that.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm asking, like, was
I have
anybody
no idea.
charged in that? Like, you're asking, like, what would it take to get charged if it wasn't that? I mean, I don't know. Uh, some,
You can do a lot.
I
I
mean,
mean, it gets called as a flagrant. You get a tech and you fucking get ejected.
okay, are we talking NBA or NFL?
NBA.
In the NBA,
Because the NFL, there's not really much you can do. Like you're already fucking really hurting
but
people.
in both aspects, it's gonna be broken up before it gets too far, like goes too far. Like the same thing with like
But
back.
what about just like a Draymond, just like while
Mhm.
you're guarding him, but you go for like a throat punch.
I don't know. I mean, it's the same shit with like the little Jimmy Butler shit. He got suspended a game for
He got suspended.
yeah. Jose
He got his neck grabbed.
Jose got suspended too for
Good, good.
his
That
little
was
jump
such a
punches.
bitch move. They weren't even in the scuffle. They were about to check into the game.
Yeah,
They're wearing
yeah.
they're wearing their fucking warm ups, and he just punches Thomas Bryant and then runs away.
um.
What is that?
All right. So we've been talking about it a lot, and I finally decided I need to go on the internet and figure out who the true contenders are to land LeBron James and his son Bronny.
I was seeing that Bronny was projected 39th overall in the draft.
So that's an
And
interesting
yes,
thing.
his name was not LeBron James Jr. Sure.
Can we talk about that real quick? So the mock drafts, LeBron actually came out and talked about it,
Did he?
and he's like, "Man, just let the kid be a kid, yada yada yada." And it's like, Bron, it's like this is their
No.
job.
Well, this is also
Like,
you.
well, it's like take him out of it. Take LeBron James. Say LeBron James is a barista at Starbucks, and Bronny is doing what Bronny's doing right
Wild,
now.
wild barista,
But
dude.
listen though.
You see a 6'9" tatted guy
Like
working
he's gonna
at Starbucks?
be put wherever he's gonna be projected on whatever wherever on the mock draft.
Yeah.
Like that's their job. That's what they're supposed to do.
Yes.
Like it's
Exactly.
not. I don't know.
We're not. Yeah, we're not. I mean, yeah, that's a like removing the LeBron James effect.
Like take LeBron out of it. You're gonna be judged as a basketball player regardless of who your
Exactly.
dad
But
is.
once you add your father
Yeah, once you add the fact that you have those genetics somewhere in there,
somewhere,
you better fucking pull them
at
out.
least training, not the mindset, but maybe the training.
All right. So here are the teams, Devin. I'm just we got what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams.
What if he goes to San Antonio?
All right, that's one of them. San Antonio Spurs, and there's reasons.
Easy would that be?
There's reasons behind every single one of these. So obviously, LeBron has shown his love for and appreciation for
Pop.
pop over the years multiple times. Um, and this was the three biggest things for each of these teams that I saw. It's draft capital, cap space, and market.
They also have a spot. They'll have a lottery pick.
So the Spurs, they have the picks and the money. You got Braun teaming up with fucking Victor Wembanyama. Like, come on, bro. What are we talking about here?
You got, and then you got the pop effect. Oof.
And you got the market. I mean, it's the San Antonio. It's the fucking San Antonio Spurs, bro. I mean, it's not the biggest market, but it's still a big market.
It's big because of how big that team was for.
And maybe I'm overestimating LeBron's impact, but I feel like wherever he goes is going to become at least a bigger market than what it
They're
was.
immediately.
You know, like
Immediately.
he doesn't have to go to a big market.
No.
Like for
No.
a team to be considered a big market once he's on the roster. It's a big market once LeBron's there.
He was in Cleveland.
Yeah. He was
They're now he made him a pretty big market.
Mm-hmm. Another team in that same category. Well, they put this same team they put this team in the same category as San Antonio, and that's OKC because they have the draft picks, they have the money, and they have a team that can win.
How do they have the picks?
Oh, you don't remember all them picks? Bro, they got picks on picks on picks. Braun loves Sam Presti. He's came out and said that he fucks with him. So that's another spot. Now the market
here. But I mean, if you know you're getting Braun, you're probably. I mean, Bronny's going to get drafted 1.
Well, what happens first? The Bronny's getting drafted before LeBron.
LeBron know where someone's going. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they could honestly just make that trade once the lottery happens.
But
you figure
I don't know if teams are I think there's a lot of teams going in the next season who aren't even thinking like, yo, let's trade for LeBron.
Yeah.
And get his son.
Yeah.
Like I think there's a lot
Well,
of
is LeBron a free agent?
No, I think he has one more year. If you want to fact check me on that. I think he has one more year. I don't know if it's an option or what, but I don't think he becomes I don't think he's a free agent. Because all of this is talking about moves that they'll have to make trade wise and who they'll be able to keep if they get LeBron onto their roster. But yeah, LeBron's contract if you want to pull that up. But OKC, San Antonio.
I thought he made it so that he would be a free agent by this year. I don't know.
He's got so what he's got one more?
I don't know.
LeBron James contract. Look it up. It'll break. I guarantee you, there's a breakdown for it. Here, let's see.
Yeah, free agent in 2025.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So he's got one more year. So it's gonna have to be a trade involved.
Is that 1 year though? That is one more year. I'm an idiot.
Yes. Draymond Green. Golden State. Draymond Green obviously wants him. He's been one of them. He apparently came out and asked him to. He's like, bro, you could just like go to trade deadlines almost here. You could just come play with us. Like,
Yeah. I mean,
we both have
Bron
4
said that he
rings.
loved to team up with Steph. So.
Yeah, that's the thing. And Braun obviously wants to play with Steph, but
But also, I don't want to see that.
apparently Golden State money and draft big issue when it comes
Yeah.
to trading because I believe
I mean,
Clay
Bron's contracted to make 50 next year.
Clay's going to be a free agent. Chris Paul I believe is as well, and those are two
Chris
people.
Paul was a 1 year.
Those are two people that Bron probably would want to play with on Golden State.
Yes.
Dallas, Kyrie. I didn't see this, but apparently Kyrie was vouching for he wanted
Yes.
Bron to come to Dallas.
But then I hear all this talk about how fucking Jokic wants to play with Luka.
Jokic
wants Luka to come to fucking Denver.
I don't want to see that boring shit.
I don't want to see a lot of this stuff.
I don't want to see that boring shit. Whoa, no. Well, LeBron going to Dallas with Kyrie and Luka, that would be
Luka's there. Yes, I like that a lot.
Ridiculous, but that's it. Just like with Golden State, the draft and the money it's a big issue with them as well.
That's probably yes.
The New York Knicks,
or Bron says fuck it, doesn't play with his son.
He could do that. He just drops 45 on Bronny.
That would be so sick, dude.
He's just going crazy.
Bronny is getting yammed on by LeBron.
Hey, who knows? New York Knicks.
I would, yeah. I mean, the Knicks are always in the conversation because they're the Knicks. But
he wore that towel, and now everybody's saying he's going to the Knicks.
Well, that was talk like trade deadline talk.
Yeah,
like,
that was trade deadline like threats. Like, hey, make a move.
Yeah.
So I don't know how serious that was. But they do have the draft capital, and I mean they're the biggest market when it comes to the NBA. No matter how bad you think they are. I mean, it's the New York Knicks. They are the biggest market. It's like
one of.
No, they are. They're pull it up.
They still
fact check me. They are number one. But here's the thing: we talked about this. LeBron don't gotta go to the biggest market. But if LeBron goes to the Knicks, if LeBron goes to the biggest market, it's the biggest market ever. It's And LeBron, I mean, LeBron talks about loving Madison Square Garden. Like LeBron,
everyone loves MSG.
Everybody,
all the players talk about like they're like, how many points did you drop in MSG? It's like,
but nobody wants to go be a Knick.
No one wants to go.
That is
funny. But here, it's like, I don't know. It's like going to New York. Like no one, like when people take trips to New York, especially like where I'm from, it's like you take a day trip, 1-2 days. I'm not staying there for a weekend.
I don't know, bro. I feel like if
it's not a destination.
If I had to go to New York, I feel like I'd need at least a few days because I don't know.
I know a lot of people who just take day trips.
Like if I go to New York, I'm definitely gonna do a lot of walking. Like I don't know how much I'm getting done in a day or two.
You can get enough.
I might need like 4 or 5 days.
You get a slice of pizza, you go see the fucking Statue of Liberty, you call it a fucking day, you go home.
Bro, no, just go downtown, play Empire State of Mind, and just
fucking take a picture. Fucking, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But there's another team that I do not want to see LeBron go to, but apparently it's a possibility. They have the cap space, they have the squad, they have the draft capital. 76ers.
I don't like that.
Now, if Bron goes and teams
Billy Bron getting booed everywhere he walks.
Yeah, but
maybe in Philly.
No, the way he would be, because here's the thing about Philly fans, they're gonna boo the shit out of you, but if you're on the team, you're gonna be embraced.
Yeah, that's fair.
They would embrace the shit out of LeBron until he lost. If he loses and it's like fuck you, I hate you. Like Joel Embiid's better than you.
I think that's a terrible move for the world. Like no one, like the league, LeBron, Philly. I think that just sucks all around.
Yeah, but Bron over there with Maxey and Joel, it would be a squad. It would be a squad.
Okay, but again, you can put Bron anywhere. They have a good enough team
Yeah, but
to do some
he
damage.
has an opportunity to go to these teams that have people who are MVPs, MVP contenders, and they got it's like yeah, LeBron could go to a Spurs and potentially help Vic. He could go to Golden State and maybe him and well no because that's another place where he could go and play with a former MVP. It's like
Well, all we know is LeBron is not staying in LA.
well
From what I see,
you know I
from what I
I
feel.
hate to put down your take, Devin, but that's why I put this last team at the end because apparently LeBron doesn't want to go anywhere.
LeBron's going somewhere.
LeBron wants to stay in LA. LA is the favorite from every reporter, every site, everywhere is saying LeBron is staying in LA. Bronny is they can
And
draft Bronny.
taking another year.
But their thing is it's up to New Orleans if they get a first round pick this year.
What do you mean?
They can either take the first round pick this year or uh, defer to next year.
With the first overall pick or the
Just
first
their
version?
first round pick.
Okay.
So that's another thing. If they get their first
But
round
again,
pick,
isn't the number one pick is a lottery, so it's the 10 teams. The worst team gets the most balls in the bucket or whatever.
is it 10? I thought it was like 13, 14, was it not?
It might be.
It's something like that. But no, I mean everything I saw, it's pointing to LeBron staying in LA because
Which is
he has another year on his contract. The
yeah,
Lakers have if they don't get that pick, I mean they could trade for a pick. They could figure it out. They could find a way to draft LeBron James Jr. They they,
for
they
sure.
can do it. And I mean, here's the thing. You could bank on him teaming up with Luca or Joel or fucking Steph Curry, or he could just, and I'm not saying this is a huge possibility. This is definitely going to happen, but he could just maybe hope AD stays healthy,
Yeah.
ball out with him. Bronny pulls up. Bronny's playing with because here's the thing: the conversation is like also like Bronny is going to play with LeBron and Joel and Luca, but Bronny could play with LeBron and Anthony
And
Davis. Uh,
and everyone else that they get.
but yeah, so
I don't know. I think for the sake of the NBA, I would rather LeBron stay because if LeBron goes anywhere else, it's shaking up
a lot.
everything. Like, what the fuck does LA do? Like, I really don't want to see Bron go to. I mean, because if you put him on any contending team right now, it's an absolute super team.
I think if LeBron doesn't, I think if LeBron moves, if LeBron goes to another team, either nothing happens, like no teams barely any change happens, or it's a complete flip.
Yeah,
Because like you said, like it could completely flip the NBA upside down. But a lot of teams could, just out of pride be like, oh, so y'all think we're gonna be scared of this 40-year-old going to this new team, making a super team? Oh,
with a
we're so scared. Like
year old.
Sacramento might be talking their shit. Like, bro, like we got De'Aaron Fox. Like, we're not like I don't know. And I'm not saying that they should feel that way, but it's definitely a possibility. But my heart says he's staying in LA. If I had to pick a team, like if he had to go somewhere else, I kind of like the Spurs.
I like the Spurs a
I
lot.
kind of like the Spurs. Um,
I don't hate Dallas, but I do like the Spurs a lot.
and because of the possibility, like it is a bigger possibility than a Golden State or Dallas move, which would
Yeah, I mean to do. I don't know. Like, I wish LeBron never made that promise.
which
I wish
one?
LeBron's take was that he wants to play against his children in the NBA. I think that would be a lot easier.
No, I mean he could spin it like my kids
Like
need.
because literally LeBron, if I didn't think that he was going to play with his son, he could go play for the Warriors right now. He'd
Yeah,
go play for,
he could.
and it would just maybe be cool, maybe not. I don't know. But like now you're tied to playing with your son. It's like,
And like LeBron could easily flip it into like if I want my son to be as great as possible or as great as he can possibly be, he
he needs
must
to be
play the GOAT. He must
exactly.
go
Yeah, he needs
against the
to play me
greatest of all time.
exactly. You can't play with me.
You can't what you're just gonna keep playing with me and just keep playing against the second
What
best player in the league?
what you're gonna play against? You're gonna play with me and fucking end up like Tristan Thompson?
We get
I mean, I guess that sounds
you
kind of
take
fun.
you can take PEDs to play 5 minutes, huh? Huh?
He was taking PEDs.
What was he taking?
I don't know.
I don't know what he was taking. Like Jimmy G, what was he taking PEDs for? And like, why?
V.
And they're testing now. Like now they're figuring out
Yeah.
if he's. It's like, hey,
Well, Jimmy got hurt, didn't
it's
he?
like, hey, no, I'm pretty sure when Bro came in, he got benched for O'Connell.
Well, he got hurt and then benched.
Yeah, I was about to say he got pulled.
Yeah.
But I guess the last thing, because we talked players we need to cut or keep. We talked Justin Fields landing spots. We talked if the Eagles are screwed or not. We talked LeBron. We talked Cam Newton. I mean, Richard Sherman's out here drunk again.
Oh yes, yeah, DUI. Because Seattle doesn't know how to drink and drive well.
So
I'm kidding.
it's like,
No, they have drinking problems. I don't get it.
who else? Who else was drinking and driving for Seattle?
Um,
Am I blanking out on like?
Beast Beast Mode got arrested
Oh,
for. Have you?
Yeah,
Yeah, you've seen that video.
yeah, but I feel like no matter what, like Marshawn's probably under the influence. So it's
Well,
like,
a lot.
Yeah,
Like there's still that video of him. Like I had to take like a shot and a half, a shot or
yeah,
two before.
yeah. It's like,
And after he got the DUI, they took that video down. Now it's back up. But
yeah,
Richard had some problems 2 years ago. Domestic issue where he was drunk and
trying to break that door down.
banging on doors
One
and
one of
yeah,
my favorite, our favorite, like of our TikToks. One of my favorite of yours.
it's incredible.
Um,
But I mean, people are calling for him to be fired.
how long till Skip pulls this card on him? You know, you want
You
to talk
can't.
about the
Yeah.
Cowboys, but you can't even drive without being a .7 over. Like he just goes,
Yeah.
digs into him. Like,
I mean,
oh man,
Richard might need at least a break from his job. Because don't people get? No, I guess they don't.
nah, I don't.
It depends on what job you have.
Yeah, I think
Sure.
it depends.
Maybe, yeah.
If you are in some position of what?
If you're a lawyer, or a doctor, or a cop, or
Well,
something
like a position of power for sure, but like a position
Yeah.
of like just being a
responsible adult.
nah, but like someone that you like someone would look up to you. Like what am I?
I don't know if
What
anyone's looking.
what?
Sure.
But what word am I looking up? Well, no,
Role model?
athletes. Yes, a role model. Like athletes
Yeah.
are forced to take on the role as a role model.
Yes.
Which I don't know if that. To be honest with you, I really disagree with that. Like I think
Yeah, I wouldn't look up to most athletes as role models.
No, there's a lot of.
There are some good
Don't
ones.
do that. There's a lot.
No,
There's a lot.
there are.
There's a lot of great athletes.
Well, there's. I will say that there's guys not to look up to, and one of them
Might be Richard Sherman.
maybe. I mean, he was a good player. He was a great player. Legion Boom was pretty sick. I mean, I wouldn't look up to Earl Thomas either. So,
Guys, look up to Cam Chancellor or something. Look up.
yeah. Look up a guy who left the league early just to protect him. Like, look up to Andrew Luck. What a life!
No, don't look up to Andrew Luck.
Calvin Johnson.
Don't
Look up to the.
No. You're gonna go down a deep Percocet puddle if you.
I
Calvin Johnson.
think there's a lot of guys in Percocet puddles. Yeah, look up to Brett Favre.
Yeah. The Brett Favre cocktail. That's something that
Yes.
I would you'd probably die.
Oh, the cocktail, nice. That's disgusting. Don't ever say that again. Jesus.
I
Christ.
didn't even mean. All right.
I thought that's where you were going with it.
We talked our NBA, we talked our NFL. Is there anything you want to say before we get out of here?
I'm the best corner in the league. And a sorry ass driver. I mean, if you're gonna just don't get caught. What's wrong with you?
Dude, yeah, if you're gonna drive,
I'm not saying
if you're gonna drive drunk, at least do it right. I mean, fuck, like
drive the speed limit, stupid.
Jesus, Richard. All right, well, Brand new episodes every
And then like
two.
6 months later, breaking news: Devin gets arrested.
Dude, like every 30 minutes, you just. Even when I'm not driving, I just have to make sure.
Yeah, I needed to unlock my phone.
Um, Brand new episodes every Tuesday and Saturday. We'll be back on Saturday to talk more NFL shit, more NBA shit. Hopefully some moves happen. We had a lot to
Yeah, we need
cover.
something.
We need some. I'll definitely have shit for us to talk about. But
Well, is the
hopefully,
free agency thing open? I don't know how that works.
see, I was looking up
I
the
think it said
timeline.
March 15th,
I was looking up the
14th.
timeline. Like there's like the tag space, and then there's the
Yeah.
time for people who are restricted free agents. So they got to
Yes.
work out their deals,
Yeah.
and then there's a period for free
Of
agency.
unrestricted free agents. I
But
think. Yeah, I think we're in the tag phase.
yeah,
The only guy is T Higgins,
yeah,
but
T Higgins. So there's your fucking NFL news. Brand new
T Higgins.
episodes every Tuesday and Saturday. It has been me. It has been Devin. It has been real. We are out.
Live news.